Just pass your awareness down the body, starting at the head, and let me know if you find anything.
My heart's beating really fast.
Mm-hmm.
My stomach kind of has a little ache in it.
Very good.
My legs feel tense.
Very good.
And my feet are cold.
Feet are cold. So bringing your focus back to the heart, just allowing the heart to regulate, allowing the beats to return to a normal and stable speed. And if you were to give the energy in the heart a color, what color would that energy be?
Kind of like a pinky red.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And if that pinky red energy could speak to us, what would that energy say?
I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's bring this energy up to the throat, just allowing this energy to speak with us. This energy is safe, and we are here to help this energy not be scared, to feel safe. Now, as we bring this energy up to the throat, who is this energy that I'm speaking with? Do you have a name? Do you remember a name?
I don't know why. I'm going to say Sam.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Just allow Sam to use your throat and speak to us today. Sam, do you remember how old you are?
4.
Very good, Sam. Wonderful. Sam, do you remember what happened to you? How you lost your body? You're safe, Sam. We're here to help you and to be with you today. Don't be scared. What happened to you, Sam? Do you remember?
Mm-mm.
What can you tell me?
Mm.
It's okay, sweetheart. You're safe. We're just here to help you today. Tell me what you remember. What's the last thing that you can recall? Do you remember how you lost your body, how you died?
No.
Okay. Very good. How did you find Lisa? Do you remember that?
Mm. She's so sweet.
Mm-hmm. She's so sweet. Yes, she is. What attracted you to her? What drew you to attach to her?
She's just motherly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Very good. Sam, have you been attached there in her heart, or are you attached in different places?
Heart.
Mm-hmm. Very good. How long have you been with Lisa? Can you remember when you attached to her? What age was she?
She was young.
Mm-hmm. Do you recall what she was going through at the time that allowed you to attach to her?
She was scared. And she
Mm-hmm.
was crying. So I just came over. And I don't know. I tried to help her, and she was alone.
Very good. And Sam, what have you been causing Lisa throughout her life? What kind of issues have you been creating for her? Can you tell me?
Heartache.
Mm-hmm.
My sadness is her sadness.
Yes. So, Sam, let's do this. I want to travel back through time and space, just drifting and floating back through time and space, back to the last day that you had a body, just allowing yourself to float and to drift back through time to that very last day that you had a body. And Sam, as you're there, what can you tell me about that day? What was happening to you? What do you notice?
I was playing with some cars.
What else?
I feel my mom and dad around. I don't know if they're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I see my mom. She has red hair. And she looks at me. She looks sad.
What
And
happens to you? How is it that you lose your body?
I think I was in a car accident. I think I went with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And we got in a car accident. It was scary.
Yes. And so, Sam, I want you just to allow yourself just to disconnect from that physical body. Just allow your soul to completely disconnect from that body. And as you do, I want you to look around, Sam, and tell me, do you notice a light anywhere around you?
Yeah, it's up. I see it.
You see it? Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Sam, as you look into that light, I want you to notice, is there anyone there waiting for you today?
Yeah,
Who do you see?
I think it's my grandma.
What does she say to you?
Come on. It's okay. Come on.
Sam, are you ready to go with your grandma?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I want you to do, sweet boy. I want you to begin to release all of your energy from Lisa. Just begin to pull all of your energy out of that heart space. Just feeling yourself disconnect completely. And Lisa, I want you to feel that energy leaving your heart. And we're going to ask the archangels that are with us to begin to shower beautiful white healing light over Sam, healing all of that heartache and sadness that he felt during those final moments of his life, all of that sadness, all of that fear. Sam, tell me how that feels now with that light showering over you.
Peace. I feel peace.
Beautiful. And let me know, Sam, when you've removed all of your energy from Lisa. Just feeling it all completely release. Lisa, feeling all of that energy completely disconnect from that heart space.
I think it's clear.
Very good. Sam, I would like you to take your grandmother's hand, and she and the angels are going to lead you back into the light and back home so that you can start a new journey. Is there anything before you go that you want to say to Lisa?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. You were just so comforting. I'm sorry.
Lisa, is there anything that you'd like to say to Sam before he goes?
I understand. Good luck.
Very good. Sam, we send you off with so much love and so much light. And Lisa, I want to begin to fill up that heart space now that that energy is gone from there with the color of light of your choice. What would you like to place in that heart space?
Purple.
Beautiful. So just visualizing that beautiful purple energy. And we're going to ask the guides and the healing teams that are here with us today to begin to amplify that energy into the heart, making sure all of that space is completely filled with light. And let me know how that feels.
It's warm.
Beautiful. So let's bring our attention now to the stomach. Just feeling into the energy of that stomach. And if you could give that energy that you feel there in the stomach a color, what would that color be?
It's like smoky black.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Smoky black energy. And if that smoky black energy could speak to us, what would it say?
I'm angry. Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's just allow this angry energy to come up to the throat, just allowing it to connect with us, just connecting deeply with this energy, this angry energy. And let's find out why this energy is so angry. What is it that's causing you to be so angry? What happened to you? You're safe. You can speak with us. We just want to help you. We want to help you not to feel so angry. We want to take that away from you. What happened to you?
I don't know.
Just asking Archangel Zadkiel to stabilize the technology, please. Just stabilizing the connection. And as you bring your attention to the stomach, I want you to tell me, what do you notice there, or what do you feel?
Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Like burning.
Very good. So let's first do this. We're going to bring in a beautiful white light. This is the light of source. We're going to ask the team of guides to begin to amplify this beautiful white, cooling, calming light. This light has the ability to soothe anything that it touches, calming any energies, transmuting and transforming them into love and into light. And as we pour this beautiful energy over and around the stomach, I want you to tell me, what do you notice? What happens or what changes as the light flows into that space?
I felt it come in,
Mm-hmm.
and it did feel cool and pressure, but I didn't notice a change.
Okay. So let's focus in on the energy of anger, and just allowing that energy of anger to come up and speak with us. And if that angry energy being held in the body wanted to tell us something, what would it say to us? What does it want us to know or to understand?
Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. What happened to this angry energy? How did you lose your body? What caused you to become so angry?
a fight.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Who did you get into a fight with? Do you remember?
I kind of see a black man.
Mm-hmm. What?
I don't know why I feel like he stabbed me.
Mm. Let's focus in on that. Where do you feel like he stabbed you? Focus in on your body, and you'll understand.
In my stomach.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And how did that make you feel when he stabbed you in your stomach?
Shocked. I didn't know he had a knife.
Mm-hmm.
I just sat there and bled.
Yes. And what name can we call you? Do you call your name?
I don't know why I hear Trevor.
Trevor. Very good. So, Trevor, I want you to allow yourself to move out of your body after you were stabbed, just completely disconnecting from that body. And, Trevor, as you look around, I want you to notice if there's any light around you. Tell me what you see.
Mm, it's just really dark out. Yeah.
Just really dark.
It's just seems cloudy.
Mm. Did you notice a light after you died?
No.
You didn't see it. Very good.
I no.
No. Trevor, what have you been doing to Lisa as you've been attached to her? What all have you been causing her?
Anger,
Mm-hmm.
frustration, bad thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Because you've felt that way, haven't you, for a long time?
Yeah, I'm just mad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. It
Tre-
makes her mad.
yeah. Trevor, are you ready to begin to feel better? Are you ready to
I
let go
do.
of Lisa and go back to the light?
I do want to feel better. It's been so long.
Very good. So, Trevor, I want you to look into the center of your body, into your heart space, into the center of your chest. And we're looking for a small, maybe very tiny, but a tiny light. Tell me if you notice that light.
Yeah.
Very good. I want you to begin to expand that light, Trevor, because that is your divine connection to Source. Every one of us has that within us. We're going to ask the team that's with us today to begin to amplify that light for you. And I want you to make that light bigger and bigger and bigger and brighter until your whole body is completely encompassed in that light. Tell me how that feels.
Really warm.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, Trevor, I want you to look around and see if you notice that light now.
Yeah.
And as you look into that light, Trevor, do you notice if there's anyone there waiting for you?
I hear the word brother.
Mm, beautiful. So, Trevor, before you go, is there anything that you'd like to say to Lisa?
I just hear the word you're beautiful.
Wonderful. Lisa, is there anything that you
Sorry.
want to say to Trevor?
Thank you. It's okay.
Very good. Trevor, we're going to send you home now. I want you to begin to pull all of your energy out of Lisa's stomach, pulling every bit of your energy out of her stomach. Lisa, I want you to feel that energy leaving your body, just feeling it completely disconnect. And tell me when you feel all of that energy has been completely released from your stomach. Just feeling it completely exit, Trevor, taking all of your energy back.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
Very good, Trevor. I'd like you to just take your brother's hand and head back into the light because you're going to go exactly where you need to go to start a new life. And we send you off with so much light and so much love. And so, Lisa, let's begin to fill up that space in the stomach where Trevor's energy was. What color would you like to use?
Okay, yellow gold.
Beautiful. So just visualizing that energy, and we're going to ask the guides that are with us, the teams, the angels, to begin to amplify that yellow, that golden yellow energy in the stomach, filling up all of that space where Trevor was taking up energy in that stomach. Just feeling all of your energy return back to you now. Tell me how that area feels.
A bit lighter.
Very good. And so as you continue to focus in on the stomach, do you feel that there's anything else in there? Does anything else draw your attention?
My lower abdomen.
Very good. So just tuning into that energy in the lower abdomen, just focusing in there and expanding that energy out, connecting deeply with that energy there. What is that energy in the lower abdomen? Does it have a color?
I don't know, but it's making me have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, you need to go to the restroom. And as you bring your attention back to that lower abdomen, just focusing your attention there and feeling into any sensations, any feelings in that space. And as you feel into the lower abdomen, if you could give that energy a color, what color would it be?
Yellow.
Very good. And if that energy could speak to us, what would that energy say?
I feel lost.
Very good. And as we allow this energy to begin to speak to us, does this energy that we're speaking with that feels lost in the lower abdomen, does it have a name?
Christina.
Mm,
Little girl.
Christina. How old are you, Christina?
Right here, 8.
Very good. Christina, what happened to you? How did you lose your body, darling?
I don't know why I hear raped and murdered.
Very good. And Christina, how was it that you found Lisa?
She was lost too.
How old was she when you found her? Do you recall?
Teenager, like 13.
And as you've been attached there with Lisa in her lower abdomen, what kind of issues have you been causing her?
I hear frustration and blockage.
What kind of blockage?
I don't know. I hear blocking men.
Blocking men.
I hear protect me. I think she doesn't want anything to happen to me like it happened to her.
Yes. Well, we can completely understand that, Christina. You must have gone through so much. Christina, I want to take you back to that last day that you we're alive. Christina, just allowing yourself to drift and float through time and space back to that last day of your life, knowing that you are safe. We are here to help you and protect you, and nothing bad is going to happen to you again. Drifting and floating through time and space back to that last day. And Christina, I want you to tell me, as you look around, what was happening to you on that day?
I'm just going for a walk. I don't know, I got taken.
Hmm.
I just see a scene of the woods.
Very good. So, Christina, I want you to move forward just a bit in time to where you take your very last breath in that body and just allowing your soul to completely release from that body. And Christina, after your soul released from that body, I want you to look around and tell me, was there a light there? Do you notice anything?
Yeah, I was just scared.
You were just scared to go into the light.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So I want you to look in that light right now and tell me if you notice that there's anyone there waiting for you. Who do you see?
Mm-hmm. An old man, a couple of guys.
Mm-hmm. And who
I
are
don't know if
these?
he's my grandfather, I think.
Grandfather. Very good. What does your grandfather want to tell you? What does he say to you?
You're safe. Come here. Come on.
Very good. Christina, are you ready to let go of Lisa and go with your grandfather back to the light?
Yeah.
Very good. So I want you, Christina, to begin to pull all of your energy out of Lisa's body, disconnecting all of your energy. Lisa, feel all of that energy being released completely, knowing that Christina, you are safe. It is safe now to return back home. Pulling all of your energy completely out, every last bit. Tell me when you feel that Christina's pulled all of her energy out.
Yeah.
Very good. Christina, is there anything that you'd like to say to Lisa before you go?
I never meant to hurt you. I'm sorry.
And Lisa, is there anything you'd like to say to Christina?
I understand.
Very good. So, Christina, I'd like you to take the hand of your grandfather and go back into the light, back home. And we send you off with so much love and so much light. And Lisa, let's begin to fill up that space again with another color of light, any color of your choice. What would you like to use?
Pink.
Beautiful. So just visualizing that beautiful pink energy swirling and filling up that space where that energy was taking up room within your body, expanding that energy out. And we ask the guides that are with us to begin to amplify that energy, making sure all spaces are completely filled in. And so, as that energy is filling in that stomach area, let's bring our attention down to the legs. When we started this journey, your legs were feeling tense and your feet were feeling cold. As you bring your attention back to the legs, tell me what you feel there now.
I think they're more relaxed.
Okay. So, I want you to bring your attention back to that beautiful garden. And as you are in that garden, just seeing the trees and the flowers, those beautiful butterflies, feeling that peace and relaxation of the garden. And just allow yourself once again to stand in front of that door, knowing that what's on the other side is the lifetime that you need to see. Be there now and tell me the first things that you notice as the images begin to drift in.
Yeah, again, I'm on a stone road.
Okay, Stone Road, very good. Tell me more.
It just looks like an olden time,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm hearing 1600s.
Mm.
Like, I don't know, I see horses pulling carts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And so I want you to take a minute and focus in on yourself. And do you feel like you're male or female in this body?
Female.
Mm-hmm. And do you get a sense of how old you are?
20, 27? 27?
27. Mm-hmm. Very good. And so as you look down at your feet, what do you notice that you're wearing on your feet?
Like black boots.
Very good. And as you scan up the body, what do you notice that you're wearing on your body?
A white dress. Like a Victorian kind of dress.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And as you bring your attention up even further to your face and to your head, what color is your hair?
It's brown and kind of fuzzy.
Mm-hmm. Are you
And
wearing
it's up.
anything on your head?
Yeah, like a black flower
Mm-hmm.
or a headband, like a black, yeah, flower, like a pin or something in there.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And so as you bring your attention back down to your hands, do you notice if you're carrying anything in your hands?
Yeah, I have like a black umbrella. Mm, and that's it.
Very good. And so as you bring your attention back to this place with the stone road, tell me as you look around what else you notice.
I think I'm in like a courtyard.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
You just see, a lot of white buildings, local, you know, baker, butcher, um, just everything you need right in here.
Hmm. Very good. And as you focus into this courtyard with all of these different places that you might need, what do you imagine the reason that you're there is?
It's it's small town, and I don't know.
Very good. And so as you look around, do you notice if there's anyone else around you or is it just you?
And there's a lot of people around there all, just doing their daily thing. Um, I see a man. He, he's opening the car door for me, and we get in. And I guess we're just going to go for a ride.
Hmm. Very good. And so as you get into this car with this man, describe what the car looks like for me.
It's black on the outside. It's kind of like not like a convertible. It doesn't, have a top.
Mm-hmm.
It's black on the outside and, red interior.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this man's a little bit older. He kind of has like salt and pepper hair.
Very good. And as you connect telepathically to this man, just connecting mind to mind so you can understand even more clearly who he is to you, what comes through.
And husband.
Mm-hmm.
He loves me. And I love him.
Very good. So tell me what happens next. Where do you go?
I think we're just driving home.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks like in the middle of nowhere. And just like a countryside home, a white house. And it feels peaceful.
Very good. And so, as you arrive at this home with your husband, this peaceful home, tell me what happens next.
And we go inside. I'm gonna make lemonade
Hmm.
and go sit outside and enjoy ourselves on the porch.
And so, as you make this lemonade and you enjoy it with your husband on the porch, does anything else about this scene stand out to you?
And we just seem very happy.
Very good. So, just allow yourself to close the scene, just closing out the scene. We're going to drift and float forward in time to another important scene, something that you need to see, and be there now. Tell me, what are the first things that you notice as you allow the images to begin to drift in?
I think I'm laying in bed and my husband's sad. I think I'm sick.
Hmm. What's happened to you?
I don't know. I think I hear the word stroke.
Hmm.
Hmm. My husband, he's crying.
What are some of the thoughts or feelings that you're having?
I guess I'm just questioning, am I really going to die? Is this it? I don't know if I was ready. I, I just wanted to be with my husband.
So just allow yourself to move forward to the last day in this life, just moving forward to the very last day and be there now. And tell me what's happening around you. Where are you?
I, I just see like a funeral scene and I'm not there. I think it's just people I know.
Mm,
I don't know. It's everybody's wearing black. Mm. Everybody just looks sad.
mm. And so, as you view this funeral scene, where is your soul at this time?
Just watching them,
Mhm.
observing.
And so, as you look back over this life, what's important for you to understand about this lifetime? What do you need to know?
Mm, just enjoy the little things. And just relax. Just be in love. Enjoy myself.
Mhm. And so, how
Just
is that lifetime connected to your current lifetime? How is that lifetime still affecting you?
I'm not relaxing. I'm not enjoying myself all the time.
Why is that?
I'm constantly stressed and I need to slow down.
Where is all that stress that you're feeling coming from?
I don't know.
Is that your stress, or does that stress come from another life or something else?
I don't know. I feel like I always have to be busy
Mm.
and there's always a list to get done. I can't just sit and relax.
And so, what does your higher self and your guides want you to understand about that list and feeling like you always have so much to do? What do they want you to know?
I hear throw the lists away. You don't need them.
Mhm.
One thing at a time, one foot in front of the other. Just be be yourself.
And so, the husband in that lifetime that we looked at, is he incarnated in this current life of Lisa?
Yeah, I feel like that's my husband now.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, mm.
And so, what does she need to understand about that nice, peaceful life that they were living compared to this current life?
Yeah, we didn't have kids then, and this time we have kids, and to find that balance and try to relax again.
What is the best way for her to find that balance with these two kids so that she can have more of that peace and relaxation in her life?
Uh, she needs to release control. Always trying to control everything. Things happen in life, you can't control it. And let the kids be kids and breathe. Just doesn't breathe.
So, if she was able to let go of some of that control and throw out some of those lists, how would her life change?
She would have more freedom.
Very good. And so we've just seen that her and her husband have been together in other lifetimes. She wonders if they're soulmates. What can you tell her about that?
I hear the word yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they always rely on each other. They're always together. It's true love.
And what can they do in this life to grow stronger together?
I hear laugh more, play, play more.
Very good. She wants to know why her children chose her and her husband. What comes through?
They were perfect. The kids, they could be themselves. More opportunities. and the guidance that they would get, the fun, just a happy family.
Very good. And are they all part of the same soul family or soul group?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's had a little bit of a hard time with her son since birth. What can you tell her about that?
She's holding something. She's got a grudge.
What is that grudge?
I, I, I think she really, really, really wanted a girl. And then she found out it was a boy and she got upset. He felt that in her. He felt it when he was in her womb. They kind of just butt heads.
And so, what could we do to begin to release that energy for both of them? Is there any healing that we can do so that that energy balances out a little bit?
I hear forgiveness. Everything's okay.
So let's do this. Let's bring some of that healing white light. And I want you to just take yourself back in time and space, back to before Lucas was even born, back to when he was just a baby in the womb. And I want you to visualize yourself, your pregnant self with this baby, just encompassed in a beautiful white light, just showering the light of source over your body, allowing that energy to completely encompass you and the baby. And visualize that light pouring into your womb, into that stomach area where you're holding that baby. And as we pour that light, we're bringing in the frequency of love. You can bring in a beautiful pink energy as well, just wrapping those layers of pink all throughout that white energy, just fully surrounding yourself and baby Lucas, and also bringing in the frequency of forgiveness. Forgiveness for the way you felt, forgiveness for any energies that were created early on. And just allow that energy to transform your entire experience. And as you feel that energy, tell me if you notice anything shift or anything changes for you.
I feel lighter. I feel a lightness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And so, what else does she need to understand or know about how she can work with his energy when he's being very defiant and wanting to go the opposite direction that she wants him to? What can she do?
Just love him and guide him. He needs guidance. You need to show him how to be and act. He he needs boundaries. He just wants to be heard and listened to. And sometimes they're too busy for him. He needs more one-on-one time.
Very good. Anything else that Lucas's guides or higher self want to bring forward? Any other messages that would be helpful for her to know?
I just hear he's very high frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just needs constant movement.
Very good. And her daughter, Bryn, she struggles a little bit with her fears. What's happening there? Is that past life experiences or something else?
Um, I think I hear a brand new soul.
Oh,
Maybe she's never been here before.
Is she just brand new to Earth or is she a brand new soul altogether?
I heard Earth.
Okay. So this
Brand
is
new
her
to Earth.
first incarnation.
So maybe she's never been here before.
Hmm. So this experience is a little difficult for her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What can Lisa do to help her with some of those fears?
Just guide her and, yeah, hold her, tell her, everything's going to be okay. I'm here. You just need support all the time and reassurance.
Very good. What are their paths? What are they here to do in this incarnation? Bryn and Lucas.
And I hear the word change. They're here to change the world.
Very good. So let's come back over here to some of the health issues. When we started out the session, we started removing some attachments that were there. Can we have the higher self go ahead and scan through the body and just verify that there are no more attachments?
She's good.
Okay. And the stomach issues that she's been having, and we removed 2 from the stomach area. Um, were they causing all of the issues that she's been experiencing, or is anything else going on in the stomach area?
It's the food.
Okay. Tell her a little bit about that.
There's toxic. It's some of the food is toxic. And the body can't handle it.
What specifically is she eating that's toxic for her body?
The processed foods.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good for anybody. She's been making her own food though lately. She's making everything from scratch. So it's helping.
And what about the dairy products? Are those something that she should completely avoid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the dairy's not good.
And so the lactose pills or the lactate pills that she's taking, is that helping her at all or
Mm-mm,
no?
not at all.
Okay.
Mm-mm,
So her body just cannot handle the dairy.
mm-mm. Yeah, it won't process.
What
So it
causes
does
that?
stuff.
Why is that
Oh,
so difficult for her particular body?
her body's just changing,
Mm.
and it can't process this. It's yeah. A lot of people are having problems with dairy.
Mhm.
They're putting stuff in it,
What are they putting in it?
like hormones and I don't know. I hear chemicals. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's not completely real like it used to be. And then you can't just live on chemicals and put that in your body. Your body needs to get rid of it. People have all these digestive problems. A lot of it's dairy and gluten. The wheat is bad too.
And so, is there any healing to those areas where she's experiencing those problems, those pains that we can do for her today?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, just asking the guides that are with us to begin to heal that stomach area, that digestion, just to the best of your ability within this human body, this physical body, bringing in some energy just to help her digestive system just to flow a little bit more easily. And so, what are some of the foods that would be the best for her to eat to keep her digestion on track?
Fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, oatmeal, just natural nature, anything that comes from nature, nuts and seeds, like the paleo diet.
Very good. And the kids are struggling with their digestion as well. Is do they have the
Mm,
same intolerances that she does, or is that different?
different. Uh, just the Yeah, it's the food. Your food.
Mm. What are
It's
the
probably the processed, processed foods. There's chemicals in these, and these little bodies can't take it.
very good. So she wonders why she's struggled with weight and what can she do to release the weight? Any suggestions that you can give her to help with that?
Yeah, it's comfort, and she's hiding, hiding behind the weight. She doesn't need to. She's gorgeous. She's just hiding.
So when we hold on to extra weight for that comfort and that security, how do
Mm-hmm.
we begin to release it? It seems like we should just be able to do it, but it's a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
How do you let that go? How do you get out from hiding from underneath that?
Yeah, it's just a program. It's just programming. We think we're not good enough, but I mean, we're all beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. Again, there's toxicity in our food. It makes them fat.
Mm-hmm.
So some of it's not, your fault. So, release the programming and eat better, exercise, and we reach for foods that are comfort, and they're made to taste good. So we crave it and we want it, but you don't need it. You don't need it. It doesn't make you happy. You don't need it. It's not happiness. And find your inner happy. You don't need addictions. That's just one of those addictions. You it's in your mind. You got to release it. Ask yourself too, do I need this? Most of the time the answer is no.
And so she's also had some issues with low back pain and herniated disc. What can you tell her about that?
Just she needs to release the pressure from society. It's it's pressing in on her. She needs to trust herself. Stop worrying about the world. It's not going to get you.
Can we release any
And
of that energy for her today? Any of that
oh
pressure?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very good. So,
Mm.
just asking the guides, the higher self that are with us today, to begin to release all that pressure that she's carrying in the spine and the back right there. Just relieving that area, making sure that she's not experiencing pain. And what would you like to use today to eliminate that for her?
Light.
Very good. Just
White light.
beautiful. Just flooding that disc, that herniated disc that's deteriorating in the back, and just releasing that pressure, helping her to not even worry about what's going on in the world, to be able to focus more on what she needs to focus on. And she's wondering, she smokes marijuana occasionally to help with the pain and the other things within the body. Is that helping her, or what does she need to know about that?
She just likes to relax. It does help. It relaxes her. And she's always so busy and stressed out. And it does. It calms her down. It's good.
She wants to know if it affects her vibration in any way, in any negative way.
It helps her. It does help her. It helps her lift her vibration. It helps her feel connected, more connected. She gets disconnected during the day with all this stuff going on in the world. And she doesn't need any of that. Just needs to stay connected to herself,
Mm.
trusting herself.
Very good. And she feels like she carries the weight of the world, which causes the neck pain in the shoulder. Is that what she's
Mm-hmm.
carrying there, or is that something else in that area?
Oh, yeah. She takes everything on and acts like she's alone.
Mm.
She's not alone.
So what does she
She
need to
doesn't,
understand about that?
that she is supported. You're not doing it alone. You're supported. You can, you know, you're just not alone. Stop it.
Hmm. And what would be helpful for her to begin to focus on instead of all of these external things?
She's just sometimes loses her way, and it just needs to slow down. It's not a race. And just has to find those relaxing outlets. like working out and taking care of herself and journaling and reading, and you know, she goes on her phone and is constantly looking up information. There's something constantly going on. She just needs to know. She doesn't need to know. Put the phone down and go play with your kids. Her kids want her.
So can we begin to bring some of that beautiful light that we've been working with into the shoulder and the neck area, just flooding it around all of those spaces where she's carrying any tension and just helping to release that pressure for her today. Tell me how that area feels or what you
Good.
notice.
It's very hot and like vibrating.
Very good. Very good. And so she gets an infection every month, and she's wondering what is causing that to happen.
I hear the word sugar.
Mm.
And blockage.
Let's take a look at that blockage. What's causing the blockage?
It's unworthiness. So she feels disgusted with herself. She's hard on herself. Her husband doesn't see it at all. He thinks she's beautiful. And she just feels gross.
Mm.
And she doesn't need to feel gross. She's perfect just as she is.
Absolutely. So let's begin to help her to release that blockage. And let's use one of those beautiful colors of light. What would you like to use?
Blue.
Mm-hmm. And what beautiful positive emotions can we flood that area with? What does she need?
Acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to accept herself. I am beautiful as I am. I'm exactly as I should be. You are loved. Everything's okay.
Beautiful. So I want you to begin to see that beautiful blue light just streaming into that area, just filling up all of that space where you've been holding that unworthiness. Just expanding that beautiful high frequency blue light out around, filling it up, making it brighter. And we're releasing all of that unworthiness today, just letting it drain out from the body. It's no longer needed. And as that beautiful blue energy fills up that space, flowing throughout your body, just feeling more love, more self-love flow in, feeling acceptance, anchoring in those frequencies of worthiness, knowing that you are so beautiful, exactly as you are. Just feeling that flow throughout your body, knowing that you are exactly as you should be. Allowing those words to really anchor and take root within your body. That you are loved, that you are love. Just feeling that energy flow all the way down to the tips of your toes, into every cell, into the bones and the blood. Allowing that energy to flow all the way up to the top of your head. How does that feel?
Good. I'm just sweating
You're
profusely
sweating.
right now.
Are you?
Yeah,
You've got a
really.
lot of energy running through your body.
Yeah, I'm just
Very good.
soaking wet.
Are you okay to continue with some of your questions?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So she wants to know her galactic origin. Where does she come from? What's her extraterrestrial history? What can you tell her?
And she's heard it. She knows.
Tell her again.
She has Andromedan roots.
Mm.
They see her. She wants to connect. They don't want to scare her.
Why would they scare her?
No, she gets freaked out easily.
Would they look a
But she
bit
sees
different?
them. She
Did
sees
she,
them. There's an image that she gets. It's she sees these two blue. They don't have any hair, and she sees them. It's an image that gets flashed. That's how she knows they're around. And then it was a mother-father figure.
mm. Nice. Are they two of her guides at this time?
Yes. Yes.
So she wants to meet them. How can she
Mm-hmm.
make a stronger connection with them?
They'll, they'll meet one day. When things settle down here on Earth, they'll meet. But in the meantime, just send love. They'll send it back.
Very good. And I've been seeing throughout this entire session and even before lots of flashing colors. Does this have anything to do with her guides being around, or
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
what are the guides that I'm able to see, or
Well,
who's
they're
here with
always
us?
around. Yep. She's got a big team.
Tell her a little bit about that. Who's there with her?
Her family, friends. Yeah. Just there's a lot of energy in here.
Mm-hmm. And what was happening
She's
to our connection at the beginning? Was that the energies that didn't want to leave that was causing
mm-hmm.
that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah they don't want to go
They
when
don't
they
want to
get in the
go.
body. They're safe in the body. They don't want to go, but they left.
They were trying their hardest to keep us from doing this work, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very good. So she wants to know a little bit more about her life purpose. Why is she here?
She's she's the light. She's here for the light. She's just a pillar. That's all she needs to do. Just be her, be yourself. And you're doing it. She's doing good.
And so she's wondering if she should open the salon and continue to do hair service, or if she should get into quantum healing hypnosis.
Definitely the salon. Oh, she's meant to do that. She's so good with people. And they just flock to her. They just know she's different. It'll be good. Yeah.
And so the home that she's looking to purchase to turn into a salon, is that the right move for her to make?
Oh yeah. Oh
Mm.
yeah. She's got all the signs. She knows what to do. She needs to relax. It's just money. It'll come. She doesn't need to worry. Just stop worrying. It'll all come together. Don't worry.
And so she wonders if she has any abundance blocks, anything that's holding that flow of abundance back.
She's good. She she just allows. And that's a lot of times the blocks. People don't allow it to come in, and she does. She allows it. And sometimes when she worries about it, it blocks it, but she doesn't need to worry. She's always taken care of. Everyone is. Everyone's always taken care of. Always. Should never worry about money. She's good.
Very good. Thank you for that. So she was wondering, how can she connect with Source and her guides and her higher self better? What would you suggest?
She does. She doesn't trust the information. Sometimes she thinks it's something else. But she needs to journal more, because she can get more information, because she's not overthinking. She just lets it come out, and we are talking to her, and it's all the positive things that we turn around. She writes in her journal all this stuff, and then we turn it around positive, and then it shifts her vibration. But she just doesn't journal. She needs to journal. And she'll get that connection.
Very good. And she's also got a couple of phobias we wanted to take a look at. She feels claustrophobic in very small spaces. Is that past life connection or something else?
Yeah, she just doesn't like tight spots. She feels like she can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I don't know about past lives.
Okay. Is that an energy that we can release for her today just to lessen that a little bit for her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And swimming in the ocean is also a little bit of an issue. What's going on there?
She just gets scared. Like you guys were talking about, you can't see in there.
You can't see what's going to get you.
Exactly. She just relax. Just relax. Yeah, that's it.
Ask the guys if they can just help to release any of that energy that she's holding for her today and make that a little bit less for her, that we would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so she wants to know, why did she choose her parents? What was she looking to learn or experience with her parents?
Her mom. They they needed to learn from each other.
What were they learning?
Hmm. I just hear kindness. I can't get it. I I'm trying to here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just hear lessons. I can't.
That's all that's coming through.
Yeah.
And her brother, why did they choose to be together in this life?
Yeah. They've been together before. They're they're good friends. They're always friends. Mm. I hear the word lessons. I'm not getting anything with him either.
Okay, very good.
Mm.
So, speaking of her mom was very sick for quite a bit of time
Mm-hmm.
and passed away about 10 years ago. What does she need to understand about what her mom went through and what she went through with her mom?
Mm. Being healthy is important. It was a contract, a soul contract to be sick.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
She wants to know if her mom is reincarnated or what she's doing now.
No, she's waiting. She's waiting. She's here.
Mm. Does she have
Mm.
any messages that she'd like to bring through for Lisa today?
Mm. No, she just said, "I love you, baby girl."
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, I miss you too. Oh, yeah. I feel like she's just talking to me.
Mm. Is her mom
Okay.
around with her a lot?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she sends her things all the time.
What kind of things?
She finds the coins and the feathers and the repeating numbers and the images. She's just always there. Always there. She's just helping her too. She just she struggles and and uh and her mom just making sure she's okay.
Mm.
And she's okay.
Any messages that her mom wants to bring through for the kids or Lisa's husband?
Oh, she's just smiling. She's just so happy. She's happy. We're all happy. It's a good family. Exactly what I wanted for you. It's just perfect. You have the perfect family, a perfect. You do. Just so lucky. You got so lucky. Yep. And she's helped out a lot. And yeah, she's always here. And she helps the kids. She guides them. And I don't know why she says we'll all see each other soon. I don't know. I don't know.
Does she want to give any clarification on how soon that might be?
Yeah, right? I don't know. I don't know why I keep hearing 2025.
Maybe that's after the shift, we'll be able to see our crossed over loved ones.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
So she also has a lot of family members that have passed, and they sort of went together in groups. Can her mom explain to her maybe why they left in the way that they did? Was there a connection there?
Yeah, it was all in their contracts.
Hmm.
It was just all meant to be. It was, we all have a time, and that was all their time. They're okay, though. They're okay.
And so, are any of those family members that she had mentioned at the beginning of the session, are those any of the guides either that are working with her or that are here with us today?
Yeah, her grandpa's around, and
Hmm.
and I see her. I see I see my uncle. They're they're always around. They're doing their own thing. They got stuff to do.
Stuff to do. Wonderful. Any messages that any of her family members want to bring through for her today?
Here, keep up the good work. You're doing good. Hang in there. This will all be over soon.
Very good. Thank you for that. So, she wants to know a little bit more about her spiritual gifts and how can she increase those. And she's particularly interested in opening up her clairs. What does she need to do to get those spiritual gifts going a little bit more?
Yeah, she just needs to stay connected. She gets so disconnected, and 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 she needs to trust it. Because yeah, when it comes through, she just doesn't think it's real,
Mm.
but she really can. She can see, hear, feel a lot. And she just second guesses herself. She needs to just try. She needs to journal. If she can journal and build that trust again, she can put down the pen and just hear it. She
So,
knows.
when she's journaling, is that sort of like automatic writing where the information starts to
Mhm.
flow? And then, as the more that
Mhm.
that flows, she'll start to hear it
Mhm.
without needing to write it.
Yep. It starts off with herself writing, and then energy flows in
Mm-hmm.
and messages come through. But she knows. She reads back in her journals, and she's like, "That's not me." And it's not. And you could hear it in the beginning. It's her, and then as it's coming out, it's different.
Mm.
It's the higher self. It's the guides. It's the messages that she's aching for. She keeps searching for it. Answers all day, every day on her phone, reading. She just went within, took her journal out. She would get everything she needs. She doesn't need that stuff. It's just there's a lot of misinformation. and it's confusing her.
And so she said she feels like, especially in the area where they live, she feels very connected energetically, or where she sees like the dots and the flashes when she's sitting outside. What's happening when she's seeing that energy?
Yeah, it's definitely energy, the sky. Sometimes it's, yeah, I hear breaking of the matrix
Mm.
in the sky, the glittery. She sees the glitter. Yeah,
What is that
yeah, she sees
glitter?
energy. It's the veil. The veil's getting thin, and she could see it. Yep.
And so, as the veil gets thinner, what else will she begin to notice? What else is she going to start to see?
And she'll start seeing other things, yeah. She There's different higher frequency like beings and ships. I know she wants to see that. And she will. I'm sure eventually everyone will.
Hmm. So, she wants to know more about moving into this fifth dimensional consciousness and the crystallizing or the crystallization of our body. What can you tell her about that? What's happening within her body along that process?
She the fifth dimension, she's in it a lot. She um, dabbles too much into the 3D though, and it distracts her. But she gets really high. She just is in and out. But you know, she's just waiting for everybody else to catch up with her because uh, she can't relate to anybody. They're not where she is,
Mm-hmm.
and so she feels invisible sometimes, and it's she doesn't need to feel that way. It's just she's on a different dimension. You know, they're somewhere else. They don't even see her sometimes.
Frequency
She's
is too
such.
high.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She
She feels like she's in this really small town and she's opening up a boutique that maybe will transform into other
Mhm.
things down the road. Is it sort of her mission to help to awaken others through the
Definitely.
shop that she's
That's
opening?
yeah, it'll awaken a lot of people. She needs to do this.
Mm.
And the people need her. They 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 have dark clouds above them, some of them, and she'll bring her light. And yeah, she's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It'll be
Mm.
good for everyone.
Anything she needs to do intentionally to help shift those dark clouds, or just by being herself?
Herself.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just her presence. That's it. And the wave, it'll just go through. And it just changes people. And she has a gift. She just needs to be herself. And it spreads wherever she goes. It spreads. Just walking. And it just, people look at her like, who is she? Do I know her? No, that's not it. They recognize the light. They recognize the light, and that's God. And God just permeates everything wherever she goes.
Wonderful. She wants to know, how can she be on her highest timeline for New Earth?
Just take care of yourself and trust yourself. It's kind of simple. Trust the information that's coming in. And if it feels good, go for it. If it feels bad, don't. It's an easy guidance system that we all came in here with. And if it feels bad, it's not for you. And if it feels good, it's for you. So go for it. And that'll always keep you on the timeline. Whatever feels good, that'll keep you on your highest timeline. Use your guidance system. We all have one. Just constantly use it. Don't second guess that you're not in the right place. You're in the right place. Most of us are in the right place. Just trust yourself. Don't trust the media. Don't trust, if anybody's saying anything that you're watching or reading. If it doesn't feel good, she heard something recently that the truth feels good. And that is the truth. If it feels good, that's the truth. If you question it and something's weird about it, then maybe it's not the truth. Just follow your guidance system, and it'll be a cakewalk.
Very good. And so we hear quite a bit about a wave of light that will come into the planet that will help with this shift. What can you tell her about that wave of light from your perspective?
Yeah. She wants it to happen. And like, I feel it. And I think that it's more like, if it's needed, it'll come. If we could do it on our own, we could do it. We don't need it. But at the rate we're at now, we're going to need it. But there's more time. We need more time. But yeah, it'll be, a kiss from God. I feel it.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, I feel it.
What can you share with her about the fifth dimension? What does she need to know? Or What can she expect to
Mhm.
experience?
Yeah, there's no limitations. There's no fear. It's love. I just feel like a weight lifted from my shoulders.
Mm.
There's really nothing to worry about. That's every life right now is just a program. And once it's released, it, everybody just celebrates. It's over. We can live again. We can breathe again. Our food and our water and everything's so clean. Our air. There's no limits. We see everything. And we can hear everything now. Like everything just, the veil, it's gone. Just see everything. And that connection to source, I can feel it. There's no separation. We were all separated. We felt separated. But not in the fifth dimension. It's united. There's no worries. No one's going to worry.
And so, from your point of view, I know we've probably got a little bit to go and we're all very excited and ready to have that experience. How are we looking on where we're at, where humanity is at with getting to that reality?
Right here, we're right on track. We're right on track. Keep going. Stay strong.
Mm.
It's it's right around the corner. It really is. Oh, I just got the chills.
Mm.
Just hang in there.
So close.
It really is. It really is. Like I, I don't know. I hear 2023, 2025. Maybe there changes. Yeah. Well, we got to rebuild. So yeah, it's so close.
So, do you feel like this next year, because we're coming up on 2022, what do you see happening in this year? Is there anything that you can share with us what we can expect?
I hear exposure and reveal. So exposure and reveal 2022, relief 2023, rebuild and restore 2024. Shift 2025. Those are the words I got.
Mm. Reveal, restore. Rebuild.
rebuild,
Shift.
shift. I just got the chills.
Mm. And so she has heard some information about a possible supernova, a wave of light in the first 3 weeks of July of next year. What can you tell her about that?
And it's been a long time. I just see a bright light. I don't know if this is the wave, but it's been a long time. And she did hear it hasn't been here since the 1600s.
Mm. So this is something that's happened here before on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where does the
Oh,
is that coming
oh,
just from the sun or?
I just heard wipe away the darkness.
Mm.
That's all I heard. Wipe away the darkness.
And
So
so
I
do
don't
you
know.
see something like that happening in July or what do you see?
I just heard yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the wave. I don't know. I can't
Just a
get
wave,
a
just
clue.
a wave of light coming in at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be a shift. I heard shift. Reveal. Maybe the light is going to shine on the dark. That's what they're saying.
Mm.
It's going to expose a lot of darkness.
Very good. And so we understand that more and more light is pouring onto the planet. And as this light comes in, can you help us to understand how does that light push all of that darkness and density to the surface? How does it reveal that darkness?
Just brings it to the surface. It's like a flicker in the dark. We didn't have this light. Now that it's coming in, they're gonna scatter.
Mm.
It's like when you turn on a light and the cockroaches go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like that. It's just light brings truth. And the truth is love.
Very good. And so we hear of new technologies like med beds being available at some point. From your perspective, what can you share with us about those types of technologies?
Some are here. There is some that are here, but they're not available. And they'll come out when it's time. It's just not time. There's there's still a little control in the medical system. Some things need to come out, and once those come out, it'll be a kind of a slow reveal. So there's no, freak out. It'll it'll be slow, just waiting waiting for a reveal.
Mm. And these technologies, how will they help us to heal or how will it change our health?
Yeah, it's there's there's different beds for different what's the word? There's different bed for different ailments.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be different different kinds. I don't know if I see some in our home, but I think they're gonna do something in the hospitals, or to fully revamp everything. And it'll be available.
Very good. So she's noticed that there are many psychics that are predicting Trump's return, possibly in February of 2022. Anything that you can share with us about that you can see?
I heard he's always been here. He's always been here. He's just playing a role.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I feel February. Yeah. I mean, I heard March, but it could be, I would think spring. I keep hearing spring. And he might not, I don't know if he's going to be president, I don't know. I do see just a leader. He'd be a big leader. Maybe president. I can't feel it out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see. I just heard spring.
What is his role on Earth at this time?
I heard mover and shaker. He came to shake it up. Shake it up in all different aspects. He's a trigger in a lot of people.
That makes sense.
And it triggers what's inside you.
So people who feel triggered by him, that's bringing up things within them that they need to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's a born leader. And he's good. He's of the light. And he's still going to do good things. But he came to stir it up and break the cycle. He had to. He had to. People wouldn't start waking up. But they'll keep waking up more and more because it's the reveals. Things will get revealed and people will wake up and be shocked. What was happening?
So Lisa and I spoke about that a little bit at the beginning, how we keep hearing that these things are going to happen, and then there always seems to be a delay, or these big reveals are not quite unfolding. What happens why do things get pushed back? Why is it constantly a wait? What happens?
It's because it's a battle.
Yeah.
It's so if push comes to shove, it's light, then dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. It's a battle. And it's a things are going to get put off, and time's fluid, so It is coming. It is. It's just, and it is trickling out. You can feel it. You can feel it all coming. It's slow, and then one domino, one domino, it's just gonna flood, and so much information. You're gonna not even know where to look. There's gonna be so much. We need to stay strong.
Just waiting on that one domino to fall. That's what we want.
That's it.
Somebody please push that domino over, could you?
People keep saying it's close. It's going to be close, but I think December is a big month.
So this month that we're in,
January.
not next December. Just making sure.
No, 2021.
Okay, I've heard big things are happening, but I'm just holding my breath.
Yes, it's going to happen.
Anything that you see or that you can share with us about anything that may unfold in the month of December or into January?
Yeah, there's trials going, and I people know the trials. It's a lot going to come out. It already is. I've seen it. And it just needs to get past the media. Once it gets past the media, they don't have any control anymore.
Are we
They're trying to protect
talking
themselves.
about the Maxwell trial or a different one? Okay.
Yep.
That's been one people have been waiting on for quite a while, huh?
And it's happening. It's happening.
Will that expose what's happening to the children when that information surfaces?
Oh, I just got the chills. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. It's going to expose a lot.
That's good to know.
And a lot of big people, big names, if they're going to get exposed. They're running right now.
Are these like people that we look up to in our music and movie industry? Those names will be exposed.
Yes. There's a lot involved. And more than we know. And yeah, it's going to be big. So, yeah, be prepared, I hear. But it'll be okay. You need to feel to heal. Lisa knows this. You need to feel it to heal it. That's the grieving process.
Otherwise, we just repress that energy, don't we?
Yep. And you can't move on. You can't move forward if you don't feel it. And yeah, I hear that's what we're here to do. We need to feel it to heal it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that information. Before I bring Lisa back, is there anything else that you'd like to share with her? Anything that we missed today?
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing good. She's so hard. She's so hard on herself. Yeah, she doesn't need to be. She's doing good.
Wonderful. Anything else today, or are we complete?
I think we're complete.